Tacticate. The Measure and Map Mission, Phase 1, Detonation Site, and Transect. The objective of the first phase is to determine the direction of any downwind contamination. Local wind at the time of detonation could differ from when first responders arrive on scene, so the direction of contamination should be confirmed. Strike Team 1 will determine the on-scene hazard and possible direction of contamination. This team should be equipped with exposure rate instruments that can read up to 10 R/hour as well as alpha and beta contamination survey meters. Strike Team 1 should take a few dose rate measurements at waist level as they approach the detonation site, starting from 100 meters out until they measure 10 R/hour, or are approximately 20 meters out from the detonation point. The team should repeat the measurements from at least 4 different directions that span the 360 degrees around the detonation site to determine direction of any downwind contamination. If an apparent direction of contamination is found, the team should make measurements for alpha and beta contamination to characterize the radioactive materials and determine hot zone boundaries. Strike Team 2 will assess the magnitude of any potential downwind contamination by transecting potentially contaminated areas approximately 1 kilometer downwind. Strike Team 2 should be equipped with more sensitive exposure rate monitors as well as alpha and beta contamination monitoring equipment. At 1 kilometer downwind, Strike Team 2 will move across the potentially contaminated area and take exposure rate measurements at intersections and halfway down each block, or approximately every 50 meters. If elevated exposure rates are found, the team should make measurements for alpha and beta contamination. If no alpha contamination is found at the scene or downwind, then responders can stop making measurements for alpha contamination. If either strike teams find downwind contamination, then the shelter in place should be extended 2,000 meters in the downwind direction and Phase 2 measurements should be made. For more information, turn to page 23 of the RDD Response Guidance.